Good morning, everyone. It is time for 647, 6 stories for 7 a.m. This is your quick news fix, right? You have to represent us at work as the smart guy. Okay? The truth starts now. Story number 1. Who knew? The toupee is making a comeback with millennials. You can't make it up. Guys in their 30s are walking away from hair club for men and painful, expensive hair plug installs. Ouch! There is a viral anti-baldness phenomenon going on with men as young as 20. So look, by 35, 2/3 of American men will experience visual hair loss. And by 50, 85% of men have significant thinning hair. The hair plug fund can cost anywhere from $5,000 to $16,000. Takes time, and it hurts. A recent rug application video on TikTok got over 2.1 million views. And Emily Cheney, the toupee queen in San Diego, got over 62 million views for a video showing her custom toupee application. What did it cost that guy? $3,800. And that's a deal. So guys, this could mean a whole new meaning for the term rug burns. Yow! We're on to story number 2. It's a great one. Slate Auto. Over 100,000 people have ordered a Slate truck. This is a low frills EV, meaning electric vehicle, medium-sized pickup, selling for $25,000 and built in Michigan. Think Ford Ranger pickup. Slate Auto is backed by Jeff Bezos. This is a shot across the bow of Elon and his Tesla Cybertruck, launched in 2019 with 250,000 orders in less than a week, and 5 years later, only 50,000 of them have been delivered, and they cost $70,000. So Bezos, he's saying, no, that's not what the working man wants. $25,000 for a stripped down utility small pickup truck that you can customize. All right, the Slate truck looks like an old Ford Bronco. It's 2-door. It's the anti-Cybertruck. And just for good measure, Rivian and VW are partnering on a hatchback for $22,500. It's all good. All right, story number 3. Turns out there's another reason to buy Greenland. Scientists testing a new kind of radar were flying over northern Greenland and saw the image of a cluster of settlements connected by tunnels deep under the ice sheet covering northern Greenland. And this is a seriously thick ice sheet. This was a U.S. nuclear base called Camp Century, built in 1959, but never finished and abandoned in 1967. Sounds like our government. Under 100 feet of ice. Think about that. Welcome to the seriously Cold War. This was, of course, a Pentagon project, and it was called Project Iceworm. Imagine 59, everybody thinking they're so James Bond with all this stuff. A network of missile launch sites designed to handle 600 medium-range ballistic missiles. Now, all you kids, get under your desks. Hey, Wally, Do you think there's nukes under Greenland? Gee, Beav, I don't know. Ask Dad. June, I'm worried about the beaver. He believes there may be nukes under Greenland. Hey, look, at least we have good radar technology so we can track our billionaire betters during the feared extinction event and the underground party we're not invited to. Remember, there's 180 of these connected and built beautifully underground, but not for you and me. Who knew? All right, DC Quickies. We got to approach this because this is hanging everything up in terms of the beautiful bill, and we're going to talk about SALT. If you don't know what it is, it's state and local tax deduction. And this is about blue state elites and plenty of fat-snouted rhinos in the mix. For example, if you own a $2 million house in New York State, your property taxes are around $30,000 a year. The way the beautiful bill is written now, if you make less than $400,000 a year, you can deduct all $30,000 of the property taxes. And all the hogs feeding at the trough lift up their heads and with their snouts said, "Not good enough." Our Congress has our back, right? Listen, we have to turf these people out. They do not care about us or our country. It is all about them and their billionaire donors. All right. DHS under Trump has approved over 120,000 H-1B visas. And these are largely for people going to work in tech businesses. These are jobs Americans won't be filling because these folks come from outside and will accept much less money and will soon be replaced by AI. So, not great news. And talking about rhinos, they are the major problem with getting Trump's agenda done. And so it's time for a rhino roll call because these are the folks who are supposed to represent us, and they are voting against the Trump agenda, the MAGA agenda, the American agenda. And here we go. If you hear your person's name, you got to get on the phone. Barrasso, Boozman, Capito means I understand. She doesn't understand. Cassidy, Collins, Kramer, Crapo, aptly named, Fisher, Graham, Lindsay, get rid of him, South Carolina. Grassley, Hoven, Hyde-Smith, Lankford, get rid of that guy. McConnell, he's already dead. Get rid of him. McCormick, Moran, sorry. That was a Freudian slip. Mullen, Murkowski, Ricketts, Rounds, Scott, Sullivan, Thune, Tillis, Wicker, and Young. All right, story number 5. Real estate. This is not a happy tale unless you're a buyer. Sellers are way up. People selling their houses. It is a buyer's market, but buyers are down, right? Too many variables right now. People don't want to make a big investment. So there's much more inventory than there are buyers. And this means prices lower dramatically. And this can create panic, especially for folks who may be underwater in their mortgages. This is the highest number of listings for sale nationally since 2019. And deals were down across the country in April, 3% from last April. Signed contracts, the lowest since the 2020 COVID lockdown. And Florida, which was the shining star in all of this and had a Huge housing boom, but that has officially reversed. The number of homes for sale in Florida has quadrupled since 2022, hitting the highest level in 10 years. All right, we're on to story number 6, and I'm squeezing into because this first one is just unbelievable in terms of the heart of this guy. So 4 men climbing in the Cascade Mountains this past Saturday. All 4 of them had an equipment failure, and they all fell 400 feet. 3 of them died, 1 survived. The survivor, Anton Selji, 38, despite internal injuries, internal bleeding, and serious head trauma, cut himself loose from all the equipment and then hiked 12 hours in the dark to get to a payphone to call for help for his friends. Man, that's hard. All right, let's lighten up. Jay Leno's garage. He likes to talk about barn finds, right? The old cars that you find. Well, this is a junkyard find in the middle of downtown LA. It's Rudy Klein's Junkyard. And Leno was friends with this guy. And Rudy bought a 1956 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL alloy gull wing, right? This is a mostly aluminum car, super light, super fast. And Rudy paid $30,000 for it in 1976 and parked it in his junkyard and threw a tarp over it. There's only one of these that's unrestored in the world. There were only 29 of them made. And this one is 100% original, never touched, and oddly enough, in great shape. It's just got 60 years of dirt and grime under it. And so this car that Rudy paid $30K for went on the auction block and went for just a hair under, drum roll, $10 million. You can't make it up. Please like us, share us, have a great day at work, and God bless you.
The mirror don't lie. If you want the truth, don't close your eyes.